Earth looks stable, permanent, like it has always been here, exactly like this. Mountains, oceans, continents the size of worlds within a world. But that is an illusion. Everything you see on the surface, every mountain range, every ocean trench, every stretch of land is in motion. Right now, moving a few centimeters every year. The ground you walk on is not solid bedrock extending down forever. It is a thin shell, a crust, like the skin on a bowl of warm soup. And beneath it, the planet is eating itself. Earth's outer shell is broken into giant pieces called tectonic plates, about a dozen major ones, dozens more smaller fragments. They float on a layer of hot, slowly churning rock called the mantle, and they are always moving. Sometimes two plates collide. One gets forced down beneath the other, driven back into the hot interior of the planet. This is called subduction. It is the planet recycling itself. The surface we stand on is not permanent geography. It is a conveyor belt. Rock forms at one edge, travels for millions of years across the surface, and gets swallowed back into the deep at the other. Right now, off the coast of Japan, the Pacific plate is sliding under the Eurasian plate at about 8 centimeters per year. That is roughly the speed your fingernails grow. It does not sound like much, but over millions of years, it is enough to build the Himalayan mountains, destroy entire ocean basins, and reshape the continents completely. This part may sound strange. Earth eating itself is not specifically a disaster. It is survival. Without subduction, Earth would look like Venus. Venus has no plate tectonics, no recycling system. Heat and pressure build up under the surface with nowhere to go, until the whole crust catastrophically collapses in a planet-wide volcanic reset every 300 to 500 million years. Earth's self-eating mechanism prevents exactly this. But there is more. When plates sink, they carry carbon dioxide with them, locked inside rocks and ocean sediment down into the mantle. Without this, CO2 would build up in the atmosphere over millions of years. Earth would cook. Not slowly, completely. Subduction is Earth's thermostat. It has kept this planet in the narrow, habitable window life needs for 3 billion years. The planet eating itself is the reason you exist.
But subduction is not gentle. When one plate grinds under another, it does not slide smoothly. It locks, builds stress for decades, sometimes centuries. Then it slips, all at once. That is an earthquake. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake off Japan released energy equivalent to 600 million Hiroshima bombs. The seafloor shifted 50 meters in minutes. The Earth's axis tilted by 17 centimeters. The planet eating itself is also the planet occasionally shaking you off. And where subducting plates dive deep enough, they bring water with them. Water that lowers the melting point of surrounding rock. The rock melts, it rises, it erupts. This is how the Ring of Fire formed, a 40,000-kilometer arc of volcanoes circling the Pacific Ocean. 75% of all active volcanoes on Earth, 90% of all earthquakes, all products of the planet digesting itself. Destruction and creation, always at once.
Here is something scientists have started to worry about quietly. Earth's interior is cooling. The engine driving plate tectonics, the heat from when the planet formed 4.5 billion years ago, plus the slow decay of radioactive elements in the mantle, is running down. Not tomorrow, not in a million years, but eventually. In perhaps 1 billion to 2 billion years, the mantle may cool enough that plate tectonics slows and stops. No more subduction, no more recycling, no more thermostat. CO2 builds up, oceans evaporate, the surface scorches. Earth becomes Venus. Mars is another cautionary tale. Mars lost its tectonic activity billions of years ago. Today, it is a cold, airless, dead world with a thin, poisoned atmosphere and a surface blasted by radiation. It stopped eating itself, and it died.
We live on a planet that has been in a state of controlled self-destruction for billions of years. The ground under your city was once the bottom of an ocean. The iron in your blood was forged in a star and carried here by plate movement. The mountains visible from your window were built by one plate eating another. We think of Earth as stable, as ours, but it is a machine with a lifespan. It has a past full of catastrophe and creation, and it has a future that does not include us. Not because we destroyed it, but because it was always going to run down eventually. Somehow, that is not a sad thought. We got here because the planet chose to eat itself, because destruction and creation turned out to be the same thing. The earthquakes, the volcanoes, the terrifying deep, it is all part of the same system that made the air breathable, the oceans liquid, and the continents solid enough to build civilizations on. Earth did not make life despite being violent. It made life because of it.
Maybe the universe has a rule. Nothing stable enough to feel permanent was ever built without something being destroyed first. The planet has known this for 4 billion years. We are just starting to understand it.